The final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome to Denton, Texas, home to the North Texas Mean Green, as we'll see a team from the American, the East Carolina Pirates, taking on a conference rival from the American, the North Texas Mean Green. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Pirates will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. So North Texas offense will get the first crack at it here. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, and these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks. David, this one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
North Texas comes to the line on 3rd and short. Motion from the back. They just keep firing. Here's a heat. Makes the grab. Turning it on. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. North Texas really has it going on offense. Pulls it in. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Off the play fake. He makes the grab. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, North Texas!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So East Carolina's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game out. I thought the defense did a really good job of confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to try to do the exact same thing and get this guy rattled. So this quarterback, he has to know what to expect early in this one, David.
If I'm his offensive coordinator, I want to get started off on the right foot, man. Get the ground game going, make it easy, because last week was such a disaster. We want to turn the page. We need some confidence. We need some good mojo. First drive, we need something good to happen early so we can forget about that last week.
They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Caught in the backfield. It's Clark. And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
And the Pirates moving quickly to the line. Back to throw, it's Hauser. Quick completion on the out route. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
2nd down coming up.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. The Pirates are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. What a throw. Not a lot of room. He fits it in beautifully, and they've got it at the 30. And the Pirates have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Clark. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. The Pirates, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. He's got it on the run. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Touchdown, East Carolina! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Number 12.
And I love it. Trust your passing game. Trust your quarterback because you know he can execute. You have confidence in him, and that is the way you finish a 1st half, and now you got a chance to tie this football game up.
The extra point here would tie the game.
For the extra point.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Quickly to the tight end. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Denton than you have for what's been a fun 1st half? And talk about a good, competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best 1st half we've seen in the history of these 2 programs, but they've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been, well, a good, competitive game so far. They don't call me the most creative man in broadcasting for nothing, you know. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at lovely Dat-Q Stadium.
North Texas will kick it off to start things here in the 2nd half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. Runs through a tackle. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Pirates come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
He's got it on the left. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. They used a chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he fires over the middle, it's incomplete. Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Hauser. This time on target.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets them a first at the 29. Wants to go up top on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Got a good one going here. All tied up in the third. It's 2nd and 10. They go to the ground. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. They would not let him get close. Stopped at the 26. It'll be 4th down. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. He'll try to put up the 3 ball from 43 yards away. Between the uprights, it's good. And with that, they've taken the lead.
Carolina, 10. North Texas, 7.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Starts the drive trying to go up top. They're working that left side. Got room at the 35. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one. That's the end of the period, and East Carolina has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So first down will open up the final period. Wants to throw on first down. Gets it out quickly. Oh, he's got a chance. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
Well, this offense has shown you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
And if they want to take the lead, can't be thinking field goal here. They'll need a touchdown to go up in the 4th. Trying to surge it in. And they get nothing. The ball remains at the 2-yard line. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Makes the catch. Touchdown, Mean Green. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
What a great job by this offense. And listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch, in those big moments, and right before the half, in the 4th quarter, late in the game, just like right here. You need a score. You got to go take the lead. They do everything they can. Now, defense, you're up. I need you to give me a stop.
They'll line up for the extra point, and at this juncture, every point matters. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. To the air, it's Hauser. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Throws for the tight end. And they're not on the same page there. Now backed up in their own end, it's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He'll do it himself. There he goes. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. Calling a timeout here, you have to avoid making a mistake in this situation. Tries to do it himself on the draw. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He works his way ever closer, all the way down to the 1-yard line. They'll come to the line just 1 yard shy of the goal line on 3rd down. Trying to run it in. They will stop him short, and the defense trying to keep him alive. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And this one is perfect. That gives them now a 7-point lead here in the final period.
Well, that's a huge kick right there, because now the opponent has to score a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. That put so much pressure on the opponent now. Nice job by the special teams going out and executing in a big moment.
Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you'll perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play that's going to help them win games. This team incredibly mentally tough right now, baby.
And you start to build that mental toughness when you start